How many of you are in that dilemma phase ki whether I should go for sociology or not? बाकी लोग श्योर कंफर्म्ड है कि सोशियो ही करना है. Many of you are in that group. Very few are confirmed. So after this session, you will not be in that dilemma that you need to take socio or not, because it's simply the best option. Rahul. मार्क्स कम आए ना इस बार सोशियो में, नहीं रिलेटिवली ठीक है. So it's the best option simply. Now why, how, that I will give the arguments in support of this. हाँ, and yes, वैसे एकदम पक्का बात है, मैं पढ़ाऊंगा तो सोशियो कुछ अलग लेवल पे होगा. Now पहले तो बात करते हैं the usual topic that very in very brief that what optional to choose. ऐसे राइटिंग हमने बिल्ली से स्टार्ट किया था, आज कुत्ते से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. ठीक है. So you know me, one of the highest scorers. This still minute. So as you know, this is still a landmark score in sociology. I myself have not crossed 300 after giving few attempts. 2019 में वाले पेपर में I have scored 282. In that year, socio has done very bad. So जिन लोगों ने पीछे अटेम्प्ट में 300 लाया था, they have come into 250s in 19 में. तो इससे ज्यादा अच्छा स्कोर रिलेटिवली मेरा 19 वाले में था, जब सबका डाउन हुआ था. Still I was able to hold in that 280 plus वाला region. तो if you are prepared well, no matter how bad your option will do, you can score. सोशियो में कर सकते हैं. Now about the best optional, disclaimer that there is no best optional, but still I will say socio is the best because of the circumstances and the situations. Now after best optional, people ask this question, sir, what is the easiest optional? Now if you follow my Telegram channel for sociology, it's called Easy Sociology. And I believe that sociology is easy, but easy, relatively easy. ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं भी पढ़ेंगे तब भी sociology हो जाएगा. So this is UPSC. Nothing is easy. Okay? So अच्छा, बहुत लोग ज्वाइन करने लगे. ठीक है, ज्वाइन कर लेना आराम से, मैं बंद नहीं कर रहा हूँ चैनल. But how to choose your option? Sorry. I'm audible to all. एक मिनट रुक जाओ. Now, how many of you have seen the sociology का पेपर? म्यूट करने दो, नहीं तो तुम लोग ज्वाइन करते रहोगे और टिंग टिंग करते रहोगे. So How many of you have seen the sociology ka previous year question papers? How many of you have seen the sociology का previous year paper 2? पेपर 2 कितने लोगों ने पढ़ा है? कल ही मेरी बात हो रही थी, किससे बात हो रही थी? I forget. अपना एक पीएमपी का बच्चा है, अरसलान शायद तुम कह रहे थे ना? हाँ, अरसलान से बात हो रही थी शायद। जाके प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर 2 का पेपर देखो. You know nothing about UPSC. Give that paper to anybody, and on 70% of the questions, people will able to comment कि अच्छा हाँ ये क्या होता है. Even those who are not even studying, अपने पापा से भी पूछोगे ना कि पापा इस क्वेश्चन का क्या आंसर होना चाहिए, he will give some answers. So sociology is such a paper. हम लोगों ने जब पढ़ना शुरू किया तो कुणाल सर कहते थे वर्धमान में जहाँ मैं था, he was posted as SP there, so he used to be my mentor. I think sociology is a subject that about which everybody knows something. जिसको कुछ नहीं पता, किसी जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं पढ़ा, वो भी उसको भी कुछ ना कुछ पता है कि why do we marry, why do we follow a religion. Everybody knows something about sociology. So I think we have covered this, ki how you should choose and why you should choose. But just to give you a brief, if you are going for your interest, तुम लोग ऑलरेडी कन्विंस्ड हो, तो मैं कन्विंस जनता को क्यों ही कन्विंस कर रहा हूँ कि सोशियो क्यों लेना है. बट इंटरेस्ट फॉलो करने से फायदा नहीं है, बिकॉज you will not find study materials. If you are interested in some subject which is doing badly throughout the years, there are no toppers to guide, there are no, or you can't know that how to write the answers in that paper, so your interest is worthless. ठीक है. And anyway, when you are preparing for UPSC, you have to prepare for GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4. तुम इस पेपर में बोल सकते हो क्या कि okay, I don't like economics, so I will not read paper 3. You have to read everything. So UPSC is an exam where you have to inculcate the interests where you might not have any interest. तो वो तो खैर अलग बात है. अब बात दूसरी आती है स्टडी मटेरियल्स की, एंड आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज एनी ऑप्शनल even closer to where sociology is today. Hundreds of toppers, thousands of teachers, and 5,000 YouTube channels are there to guide about sociology. And then Delhi market is flooded with notes and toppers guidance, ये वो है ना. दूसरा कोई ऑप्शन इसके क्लोज भी नहीं आता है. कोई सा भी उठा लो, ज्योग्राफी हो, पबमेड हो, PSIR हो, no one is even close to this. Teachers, here you have a plus point, and that's why like some of you are telling, and I truly believe in this, ki even today, like I have now many students who do not have socio as an optional. They are seniors, attempt दे चुके हैं या दे रहे हैं. And even during NCERT classes, I have always maintained this stance that do self-study, and you know me, how much I focus on self-study. But for optionals, you need an expert guidance. You need no matter what your optional is, and no matter how great you are in your optional, because you need to cover your optional in a very time bound manner. You cannot prepare for कि चलो एक साल optional ही पढ़ रहे हैं, and syllabus is vast. You need to know that what's the approach of that very subject for UPSC. So you need a teacher. अब टीचर का क्या है, UPSC का मार्केट ऐसा हो गया, people are ready to pay, and that's why the market has skewed in such way that for an optional, average cost I think today is about 50,000 rupees. Not affordable to many people. Then there are another group of teachers who know nothing. If you go, those who have joined the AG Sociology channel, ऊपर जाके देखना, मेरा एक बहुत ही गंदा पोस्ट होगा about some teacher. He started a YouTube channel, he started a Telegram channel. उस समय मैं पढ़ा नहीं रहा था, कोई आइडिया भी नहीं था कि I will teach or what I will do. So I had joined that channel. Just for curiosity that how this person is teaching, I went to his channel. I looked at a video, and the very definition of the common term we read, and some of, even you have, those who have done the polity classes, you now have some idea about what is liberalism and what is neoliberalism. And that guy has given a wrong definition of liberalism. वो मंथली मैगजीन बेच रहा है, करंट अफेयर्स नोट्स बेच रहा है, क्या क्या बेच रहा है यूट्यूब चैनल बना के, है कि भाई. एंड मेनी टाइम्स स्टूडेंट्स फॉल इनटू दिस कि चलो ये तो थोड़ा सस्ता है तो यहाँ नहीं जाएंगे, यहाँ चले जाते हैं. बट यहाँ पे इनसे बड़े ठग यहाँ बैठे, दे डोंट हैव एनी आइडिया अबाउट द सब्जेक्ट देमसेल्फ, बट दे आर टीचिंग, एंड दिस इज फॉर ऑल ऑप्शन. सोशियो में थोड़ा ज्यादा है. Then you have other group of teachers who are selling recorded lectures. सोशियो में बहुत एक नाम बन गया एक चैनल का. Now I found myself a bit luckier in this field. क्योंकि हमारा जो पिछला बैच है, सोशियो बैच, I probably will meet some of the students from that batch. So this is just the second batch. I don't have this idea कि मैं पढ़ाऊंगा long term में या नहीं. पहला बैच भी ऐसा ही, after so many requests from the students कि सर start कीजिए, I started, and that batch has students who have already done coaching and all, and they find my classes because if you have done my classes, you know कि how interactive. जब मैं physics, जब मैं ज्योग्राफी या पॉलिटी इतना इंटरेक्शन करके ले सकता हूँ, तो सोसाइटी इज ऑल अबाउट सोसाइटी, सॉर्ट अबाउट डिस्कशन ओनली. सो लाइव क्लासेस का एक अपना ही अलग फीलिंग होता है, एंड यू नीड टू बी देयर इन द लाइव क्लासेस टू डिस्कस द थिंग्स, टू गेट योर डाउट सॉर्टेड आउट, बिकॉज we check test series copies and we find that students claim that sir पूरा sociology पढ़ लिया है, but they lack in the basic understanding of the subject, and that's why they end up writing the wrong answers. They have mugged up all the facts. आजकल एक किताब आ गई है वो नितिन सांगवान की, बहुत फेमस. उसमें सब कुछ ऐसा पॉइंट वाइज फॉर्मेट में पूरा सिलेबस कवर हो गया है. बच्चे उसको मग अप कर लेते हैं, आंसर लिख देते हैं, but you do not have the understanding of the subject, and that gets reflected in your answers. So थोड़ा सा अवेयर रहना है इस फील्ड से, एंड दैट्स व्हाई एज अ रिबेलियन ये भी क्लास स्टार्ट हुआ है सोशियो का. नाउ द स्मार्ट वे ऑफ चूजिंग this is these 3-4 things. After this, I think you will be convinced that why you should take sociology. First, a lot of overlap with GS syllabus. Now I have told you previously too, overlap तो सब हर सब्जेक्ट का होता है, बट देखो यूपीएससी का हमारा सोशियो का ओवरलैप कहाँ कहाँ है. In GS paper 1 you have Indian society, so you will get 6-7 questions constantly from Indian society. ये तो पक्का है, and if you go through this will be covered. So 70 to 100 marks from 100 is a bit stretch, but 70-80 marks you are getting anyhow from Indian society. In GS paper 2 you have vulnerable section, social security, so you are getting benefit there. In ethics, those who are doing ethics with me, अभी तक पता चल गया होगा कि सोशियो कितना हेल्पफुल हो सकता है. योर फैमिली रिलेशंस, योर पीयर ग्रुप, वैल्यूज, फर्स्ट लेक्चर में ही, और उसके बाद और आगे देखेंगे. तो इन एथिक्स इट्स हेल्पफुल, एंड बाय नाउ यू हैव हर्ड दैट ऐसे से एक ऐसे में वन टॉपिक इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी अ सोशियोलॉजिकल टॉपिक. पैट्रियार्की हो, फैमिली हो, तो दिस 125 marks is always secured. Then no matter what essay you are writing, मैंने ऐसे राइटिंग में तुम लोगों को टेक्निक सिखाई थी, स्पिल्ट, social, political, economic. So you always have this sociological perspective of whatever essay you are writing, if your sociology is good. Then in any of the even in GS paper 3 you have agriculture. So whenever you are writing an answer of agriculture related problems, isn't it social problems are related to agricultural problems? Economic problems, aren't they related to social problems? So sociology will give you a perspective, it will give you another dimension no matter where you are going, whatever subject, whatever answer, whatever GS paper you are attending. If you have this sociological perspective, you will have an edge over others. Now, प्रत्युष हमारा एक हमारे बैच से एक स्टूडेंट है, उसने उस दिन मैसेज किया कि सर आप PSIR भी पढ़ा ही दो, आप IR पढ़ाते ही हो और एथिक्स में पॉलिटिकल थिंकर्स पढ़ा ही रहे हो, तो PSIR भी पढ़ा दो. Now, I know all this because when you read sociology, you read a lot of diverse things. So that's why I simply say कि सोशियो इज बेस्ट, और इसका कोई दूसरा आंसर नहीं है. Even for your life, for your interviews, socio is best. The perspective about the society, the life, ultimately you are going to live in society as a citizen, as an IAS officer, as an IPS officer, as a common man. It's going to help you a lot. Now, the question is how I have been able to score consistently good marks in sociology. And my only answer is that I understand society. I'm getting goosebumps when I'm telling this, that I understand society. I really felt like when I wrote my first mock test in 2017, कई बार मैंने स्टोरी शायद तुम लोग को बताई होगी. I had told the teacher that I know nothing in sociology. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता सर. I have not read anywhere. Whatever I have read on my own, and I don't know how I will do. So please. And when he checked my copy, I topped the exam and was like, तुम बोल रहे थे कि तुमको आता ही नहीं है, तुम इतना नंबर लेके आ रहे हो. So that's because I understand the society, how people work, and the understanding of the society will come from being vigilant. You watch the people, लोग क्या करते हैं, कैसे करते हैं, क्यों करते हैं, and you relate that thing to your paper. Every time sociology ka preparation will not be happening in the class or while reading the books. The preparation of sociology happens on the streets. You are walking in a busy market and you saw a billboard in a rural area in a third tier city और उसका नाम ऐसा कोई foreigner name रखा हुआ है, दुकान का नाम. That's sociology. How does this foreign name, foreign word has come to this place? That's your sociology. Why the people? You go and look at the billboards across India. गांव में भी you will find that billboards are written in English. जहां कोई इंग्लिश पढ़ने वाला नहीं है, उसने भी अपने दुकान का नाम तो इंग्लिश में लिखा होगा. तो why is this happening? This is society. When you try to find the answer for this question, you understand the society, you score good marks in sociology. Simple. In the next class, kal fir we will do a class, and in that we will start with NCERTs. I will teach you one chapter of NCERT. You will get some idea, better idea, and you will also get an idea that why you cannot read NCERT on your own, why you need expert to teach you, because NCERTs are a bit complicated. So make chapter, first chapter I will teach you, and we'll discuss a lot of things there. And I hope all of you by now know that from 1st of November we will start our क्या कहते हैं विधिवत class. Formally we will start our class from 1st November, but all this week we will be doing some exercises, trying to know the subject, trying to know the book lists and all. So from 1st November we'll start the class. Many of you have already taken the admission. कितने लोगों ने ले लिया admission, by the way, those who are in the class? Five, six. I think the number should be more. Look me here. ठीक. So about 10-20 of you are ready. As my calculation goes, about 15 admissions are there already. Anyway, so from 1st November we are starting the class. Classes will be like we do our NCERT classes, Zoom live. The batches will not be as big as NCERT classes, because here I will focus solely on discussion, taking the topics in use as much depth as we can go. So micro batch, my target is to keep the admission somewhere close to 30. So sooner it gets filled, तो फिर इसे थोड़ा सा जल्दी करना पड़ेगा जिनको एडमिशन लेना है. And I will provide you the notes. So this will not be just कि ऐसा fee कम है तो कम cover करें. This will be comprehensive coverage of your syllabus. So that you can, after this class, and you can be able to score this marks. You have that confidence कि हाँ कर लेंगे. ऐसा क्लास होगा, ठीक है, not less than those 50-60,000 classes that you are doing or people are giving. उससे कुछ भी कम यहाँ हम नहीं करेंगे. ज्यादा कर सकते हैं, कम नहीं करेंगे. So you will get comprehensive notes for both paper 1 and 2. Now many a times teachers in even the ये 50,000 वाले भी paper 2 नहीं पढ़ाते हैं. ऐसा कि चलो paper 1 पढ़ा दिया, paper 2 is application, so you read it on your own. But I will give you a schedule. We have proper time dedicated for paper 2. We will go through that as well. अच्छा, schedule यहाँ alternative classes नहीं है, sorry. Schedule of the class will be from Monday to Thursday, 4 days a week, and this will be the time from 8:30 to 10. Now this can go a little late also. हो सकता है कि 9 से 10:30 कर लें, depending upon, again I keep this very open because 30 लोग होंगे, हम लोग अपने हिसाब से चलेंगे, ठीक है, जैसा comfortable रहेगा. What will suit to everyone, we will decide that. And so probably from 8:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday, 4 days a week we will start. And let me show you something. I have created a very detailed, what I do, I have told you many a times that I'm good at planning, and whatever I do in a very planned fashion. So I've created a day-by-day schedule for what we are going to follow and how we are going to cover our syllabus. So sorry, the Excel sheet is visible to all of you. Excel sheet दिख रहा है सबको? So this is how our classes are going to be every day. We have a dedicated timeline, and you can see by the end of 15th March, we will revise everything. In that I have planned accordingly. सब तुम्हारे mock test का revision का, you will get ample time. And on the 15th March 2020, your syllabus will be over for both paper 1 and paper 2. After that, you will get test series. You write the answers, because March ke baad you will not have time to write answers. You have to go for prelims. Those who are planning for 23, you will have the time, so you can start test. 2020 वालों को तो मैं बोलूंगा कि start for prelims, and after that come for test series after that. So I will be here, you will be here, you can attempt your test anytime in future. So you will get the test series, and these will be the best quality test series which is available anywhere in the market, better than any test series. And yeah, so coming back to this, (9:30) answer writing hoga, practice extensively. At the end of every class you will get at the end of every topic, and then there will be full length test series. The best part is that I will be evaluating the test myself. Now, if you do not know, you should know this, that nowhere in the industry, no teacher, I'm saying this strictly, no teacher evaluate the copies themselves. Copies are often evaluated by the people who have probably written 1 or 2 mains. कई बार वो ऐसे लोग भी नहीं मिलते हैं, उससे भी उनके खुद स्टूडेंट हैं, 1-2 साल से पढ़ रहे हैं, तो उनको दे दिया जाता है बाद में टीचर. तो बट आई इंश्योर यू that I do not have anyone else working for me. I will be evaluating your copies. 20, 23 and 24 all can join this. The early you finish, like 22 or 23 वालों को तो करना ही है. 22 you do not have any option. 23, the sooner you are done with, the more time you will get to consolidate the things. So you are at the best position to start now. 24 वाले थोड़ा सोच सकते हैं, but I will advise, if like जैस्मिन है हमारे सोशियो बैच में और 24 में देने वाली, उसने पहले ही बैच ज्वाइन कर लिया था. So those students will always have an edge over others. So, and finally the question ki how, what is the fee? Fee is 1499 or 15,000. You want to go for 1499, you can go for that. Fee is 15,000. And that's it. ठीक है, कुछ पूछना है बताओ. Ask me anything. Don't ask me my relationship status. नहीं नहीं, 1499 नहीं है, 1499 है साक्षी. 1499 है. इतना ऑप्शनल में what, like it takes a lot of time, energy, and then you are getting the test series. So only test series prices are 15 to 20,000 in the market, and when I'm promising you that I will be evaluating, so it's a very challenging task. So 1499, 1499, 15,000. Yes, Abhishek, very good question. Thank you for reminding. इसके बिना तो मजा ही छूट जाता ना. Like I will show you. एक मिनट दिखाता हूँ तुम्हें मैं थोड़ा सा सैंपल that I have given to my students. फर्स्ट बैच वालों को जो मिला है वो तुम लोगों को थोड़ा दिखाता हूँ. easy sociology question bank. It's visible to all of you. Now, this is, you see, in sociology, you will get a lot of repetition. This makes this subject wonderful. 60 to 70% questions in the paper every year you will get from previous year questions. आंख बंद करके previous year question solve करके जाओ, you will get 60-70% of the questions in the paper. You see how much repetitions happens. Enlightenment, कुछ भी एक emergence of sociology इधर आया, emergence of sociology यहाँ 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 आया. देख रहे हो? 6, 8, 11, 13, 15, 19. Like almost every second year, the same question is being asked. हाँ अक्षय, it's 15,000. Ankur, at the end of every class, I will give you one question that we have studied. I will give you a framework in the next class कि क्या लिख सकते थे. Then at the end of every topic, you will have a mini test, like 5 questions set. To write that, and then we will have full length test as well in the end. Okay, it will be dedicated. Sociology start हो चुका है, आज से start हो चुका है. If you will miss every class you miss, you are missing something. So this is not just for advertisement. This is an introduction to everybody, also those also who have taken the admission. Okay, I'm not going to tell these things again. So batch has already started. From first, we will start taking chapters, discussing, but before that, these classes are equally important. It's not like ये नहीं करेंगे, first से आकर करेंगे तो सब समझ में आने लगेगा. Classes begin. So this question bank on all you will get from my side. अरे साक्षी, your concern is that दिवाली के दिन क्लास होगा क्या? We will see. नहीं, दिवाली के दिन तो नहीं क्लास होगा, of course. ठीक है, छुट्टी के दिन छुट्टी रखेंगे, चिंता मत कर. Now, थोड़ा डाउट है कि what sociology actually is. Class timing is from 8:30 मान के चलो. Consider 8:30 as the class timing. 8:30 in the evening. 8:30 p.m. Yes, Nikhil, you should of course join this batch. Now see, my approach of teaching sociology, those who have joined, अच्छा मैं तुम लोगों को किसी दिन previous batch के students से मिलाऊंगा. My approach of teaching sociology, you have done NCRTs with me now. You know that how deep I go into the topics. While I'm teaching geography, I will teach you half physics because I know that without knowing physics, you can know geography. And the approach for me in sociology is also same. If I think like when we start emergence of sociology, you need to know a little bit about world history. If you don't know world history, it will be difficult. So you will see that my classes actually do not start with sociology. My class start with world history. So I take care of all the things. It goes at a very basic level. It will give you, and these classes will help you in other dimensions to read other things as well. Polity कैसे पढ़ना है, history कैसे पढ़ना है, you will understand that during these classes. So it has nothing to do that sir मैं थोड़ा देख लेता हूँ, थोड़ा और जीएस पढ़ लेता हूँ तब करूँगा. With me you can be assured that you will not need any background to understand the things. तो background मैं ही हूँ, मैं जितना हूँ उतना काफी हूँ. But all the background will be covered while taking sociology. So those who want to make payments, you know my number. And you will also get the payment link details in the WhatsApp groups. जहाँ से तुमने join किया होगा, तो उन WhatsApp groups पे also you will get the link. So you can pay there. If you find any difficulty, you text me that sir I want to join. I will guide you किधर से payment करना है. ठीक है. Class timing क्या? Timing is समझ में आ गया ना? 8:30 to 10. About 1.5 hour of class, and it will end by 15 March. अच्छा एक चार रह गया क्या? 1944 8368481944. ठीक है, चलो आज तुम लोग ऐसा मंडे को मिले हो. एनीथिंग दैट वी नीड टू टॉक अबाउट, एनीथिंग अदर देन दिस? बताओ क्या चल रहा है लाइफ में? ठीक ठाक है सब? While reading sociology you will know that. कल डिस्कस करते हैं. रोहित शाह, घर से जॉब, जॉब से घर. ठीक है, यही जिंदगी है. सो गेट enrolled, प्लीज डोंट वेट. फिर मुझसे मत बोलना कि सर like I'm not doing this fear marketing. I really want to keep the numbers low. So join as soon as you can. Do not wait for कि क्या होगा. सर मैंने आपके एनसीईआरटी के वीडियो रिपीट देखना शुरू कर दिए हैं. गुड. घर से कॉलेज, बाद में ऑनलाइन क्लास. ठीक है. Renal, my life is going quite good and quite busy, quite hectic, but then you saw my yesterday's status. I hope when you are busy, that's the day when you feel very satisfied, when you do a lot of things. So I'm doing a lot of things and I'm satisfied at this point of time. बाकी कल इंडिया ने बहुत अपसेट किया. अभी इस पे भी हैव, कल की सोशियोलॉजी की क्लास में भी ऑलरेडी हैड अ लॉन्ग, नहीं आज की इथिक्स की क्लास में भी हैड दिस डिस्कशन दैट स्पोर्ट्स शुड नॉट डिसअपॉइंट यू. एंड यू रिमेंबर उस दिन एनसीईआरटी की क्लास में मैंने तुम लोगों को कुछ सुनाया था बीच क्लास में, खेल में रोता है प्रेमचंद. खेल में तो बच्चे भी नहीं रोते हैं, तो फिर अपने को क्या रोना है? स्पोर्ट्स एथिक्स. हाँ करण, उसी पे. दोज फुल टेस्ट प्री से पहले लिख सकते हैं. हाँ, इफ यू वांट टू राइट यू कैन राइट एनी टाइम. I will give you, if you want to write, I will give you the test on the day of the exam itself, on the day of the starting of the course itself. But it's better to read the things, consolidate and then write. इसलिए डेली लिखो, वीकली लिखो, थोड़ा कंसोलिडेट हो जाए, देन गो फॉर मेन टेस्ट सीरीज. ठीक है अंकुर? Where do you live? I live in Muzaffarpur, Bihar. Currently, my current location is Muzaffarpur, Bihar. तो कितने लोग एडमिशन ले रहे हैं? कितनों ने पेमेंट कर दिया? How many of you are like? Give me a idea that how many of you are going to take the admission? ठीक है, तो अपना काम हो जाएगा शायद. Okay, you are going to take. यानी अपना 30 का बैच हो गया. ठीक है, गुड. आई डोंट नीड मोर देन दैट. जितना तुम लोगों ने सपोर्ट किया है इस जर्नी में, दैट्स लाइक मच मोर देन व्हाट आई एक्सपेक्टेड व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड टीचिंग. नाउ तुम लोगों को लाइक मेनी अ टाइम्स वी गेट so much focused about a result that we do not look at the process. Those who are attached with me from the initial days, I left a very well paid job in one of the coaching institute just because I was not satisfied with the way they were working. The institute has a lot of name. They claim so many toppers too this year also, but I was not satisfied. आप जो कर रहे हैं वो ठीक नहीं कर रहे. मुझे लगा कि सर मतलब you take the admission of the students, you do not guide them कि तुमको ऑप्शनल की कैसे तैयारी करनी है, क्या पेपर पढ़ना है. बस आओ और कैसे भी like the approach is कि if somebody has entered into your office, they should pay some money. ऐसे तो बाहर नहीं जाने देना है. अभी कौन कह रहा था अभी ग्रुप में. So this was the attitude and I didn't like. I left and I started a plan for 500 rupees. Some of you might have been the part of that path to prelims. 500 रुपए में शुरू किया था. 100 लोग स्टार्टिंग में 100 लोग आए, फिर उसी को आगे बढ़ाया तो 200 लोग आए थे. मतलब जितनी की नौकरी छोड़ के आया था उतना टिकट का भी खर्च नहीं निकला था आने जाने का. मैंने थॉट कि नहीं, कुछ अलग करना है. एंड when we started the NCRT batch, the first batch has about 30 students. And I had taken this कि 30 को ही पढ़ाऊंगा, लेकिन यही पढ़ाऊंगा. पैसा आए ना आए कोई मतलब नहीं, 30 को ही पढ़ाऊंगा. From there the journey has begun and I was committed to this. 30 को ही पढ़ाएंगे, कोई बात नहीं. धीरे धीरे लोग आते गए, कारवां बनता गया. Now we are at a position where about at least 1200 friends. I have left counting now. So at least 1200 students are enrolled in just NCRT batch. It's a good number, बहुत सारे कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स के पास इतना बड़ा नंबर नहीं है. So and this has been possible just because of all the love and support that you guys have given me. So focus always. Like you may not believe and for some of you, तुम लोगों ने सुना होगा बस निष्काम कर्म. सुना है कभी निष्काम कर्म? कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भुः मा ते शंको सकर्मणि. सुना है? भागवत गीता. Now many times it sounds so easy कि अपना काम करो और फल की चिंता. ये नहीं सुना होगा तो पोस्टर तो जरूर देखा होगा कि अपना काम करो और फल की चिंता मत करो. एंड हमें लगता है कई बार कि ये तो बहुत आसान काम है, या वी डू नॉट अंडरस्टैंड इट इन इट्स टोटलिटी दैट व्हाट डज दिस मीन, अपना काम करो और फल की चिंता मत करो. मतलब बोलना जितना आसान है, टू imbibe this attitude in the life is really really difficult. Just to understand the core philosophy, the idea behind niskam karma, अपना काम करो और फल की चिंता मत करो. नाउ इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट कि वाई गीता में ऐसा कहता है तो आई बिलीव इन दिस. नाउ मोस्ट ऑफ दी सक्सेस guru, success coach, entrepreneurs will tell you the same thing, that fail and try again. Don't worry about the failure. Stop thinking about कि तुमको क्या करना है. अभी एक किताब आई है, नहीं तुम लोगों ने अगर देखा होगा तो, द एटॉमिक हैबिट्स. किसी ने पढ़ा एटॉमिक हैबिट्स? नाउ what the book talks about, that forget about what you want to, what your goal is. Your only focus should be on this atomic habits, changing small things in your life. So focus on process rather than the goal. So if you want to be a artist, painter, if you want to be a guitarist, you just not कि हाँ मैं बन जाऊंगा. You just focus on learning a small note कि आज ये बजाएंगे तो ठीक है. This is today's task, and you keep doing that and you'll find yourself growing exponentially. कुछ लोगों ने मेरी paintings देखी होगी. So it started with just drawing lines. तो एक दिन बस line draw करा, just trying to learn. I was totally really pathetic at drawing. I didn't take geography as an option because of the fear that I have. I have to draw a lot and I'm so bad at geography. I love geography, but I dropped this for the fear of drawing. But अभी कुछ लोगों ने देखा होगा शायद मेरे WhatsApp स्टेटस में, I'm drawing थोड़ा बहुत ठीक ठाक. So it started with just okay, one day I will draw a line. I'm not thinking कि मैं एकदम Pablo Picasso बन जाऊंगा. I'm drawing lines. Next day I'm just trying to draw good circles. Next day I'm trying to draw triangles. And slowly you will realize that okay, now I'm drawing faces. So focus on this process. UPSC is like this. Focus on the process. You do one thing a day, you keep adding that thing, and you will end up where you want to be. Simple. Now I see, तुम लोगों ने देखा होगा, कुछ लोग क्लास में थे तो जीएस का जिस दिन एग्जाम चल रहा था, I started getting a lot of calls, and even before that many students were calling, sir क्या करें, a lot of tension. So most of my time in the last month went into counseling, and this happens because you're too much goal oriented. तुम्हें लगता है कि मेरी जिंदगी यहीं से शुरू होती है, यहीं खत्म हो जाती है. And when you become so much goal centric, you forget about the process. तुम्हें वो 1 घंटा पढ़ना है, तुम वो नहीं सोच रहे हो, तुम 1 घंटा ये सोच रहे हो कि मैं आईएएस बन जाऊंगा, मेरा भी वीडियो इंस्टाग्राम पे वायरल होगा, मेरे भी 1 मिलियन फॉलोअर्स हो जाएंगे. So stop this and start focusing here. One day at a time, one topic, one chapter. Even divide your days into fractions. Now there are many learnings from this one single book, Atomic Habits. धीरे धीरे बताऊंगा मैं कुछ और चीजें. सर मैप बनाना सिखा दीजिए. मैप बनाना मुश्किल काम नहीं है, मैप बनाना बहुत आसान काम है, एटलीस्ट जीएस के लिए. बिकॉज ज्योग्राफी में तुमको जो मैप बनाना है, इट शुड नॉट बी अ परफेक्ट मैप. यू नीड टू गिव एन आइडिया दैट ओके ये चीज यहाँ पे है. यू नीड टू हैव अ सेंस ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि तुम्हारा कश्मीर ऐसा हो गया और नीचे लगे कि तमिलनाडु और आंध्र प्रदेश को लकवा मार गया है. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर प्रोपोर्शन ठीक ठाक है तो इट्स नॉट अबाउट व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग कि गुजरात एकदम ऐसा शेप में होना चाहिए और चलेगा. ठीक है. एनीथिंग एल्स? चलो, योर टाइम इज प्रीशियस. Hope to see you all again tomorrow at the same time, but this time get enrolled, because if the number of 30 touches, तो फिर मैं लिंक शेयर करना बंद कर दूंगा, तो देर मत करो. You want me to talk about anything else? Not get this opportunity. हाँ, अरसलान कुछ पूछना चाहते हो? अच्छा, वो ऐसे हाथ उठा के रखा है किसी दूसरे क्वेश्चन के ऊपर. एनीवे, सो ठीक है. कैसी चल रही है पढ़ाई? बाकी सब ठीक ठाक? अच्छा, लिटरेचर एज एन ऑप्शन. सो मेनी पीपल हैव मेनी डाउट्स अबाउट और क्या ऑप्शन में ले लें. सी, I consider first thing, if you are getting guidance for the optional, that guidance can be in an online format. कोई ऐसा channel है, कोई ऐसा source है where you think that it's good and I can get the guidance, then only go for that optional. No matter how much you love your optional, if you're not getting a proper guidance, don't take that optional. सीधी बात, no बकवास. हाँ करण, 8:30 PM. हाउ टू सिट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम एंड रिड्यूस हैबिट ऑफ स्क्रॉलिंग. चलो इस पे बात करते हैं. निरेश इज आस्किंग हाउ टू सिट फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम. यू नो, हैबिट टू सिट. कितने लोग टेबल चेयर पे पढ़ते हैं? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव दिस हैबिट ऑफ? बस 13-14. बाकी 50 लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? अदर यू आर सो मच लेजी टू टाइप और रेज योर हैंड, और यू आर लाइक कि ठीक है चलता है. फॉर पार्टिसिपेटिंग, मेक इट इंगेजिंग. थोड़ा रिस्पॉन्ड करो, मुझे भी पता चले कि क्या कर रहे हो. So about 20 people. Now, I would suggest you to make it a habit. Start sitting on table and chair. Why? As an officer, you are going to sit on table and chair. ऑफिस में अपना सोफा तो लेके नहीं जाओगे, ऑफिस अपना बेड तो नहीं लगाओगे. As an officer, you have to sit for 10 hours, 12 hours. You do not know for how long if a meeting is going on. And now all of you understand this thanks to the aspirants TVF, that UPSC की तैयारी, यूपीएससी की ट्रेनिंग तैयारी से शुरू हो जाती है. सो यू स्टार्ट हियर. नाउ अबाउट सिटिंग, हाउ मच टाइम डू यू बिलीव आई सिट ऑन दिस चेयर? मैं, तुम लोगों को दिखाया होगा शायद मैंने कभी एक पिक्चर. ऑल ऑफ यू अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी राइट? थोड़ा हम आ जाए थोड़ा अपने हिंदी देसी अंदाज में. एनीबडी फ्रॉम साउथ इंडिया having any problem with Hindi? I will keep talking in English otherwise. Okay, some, क्या है, हाथ किस लिए उठा रहे? A few of you are from South. Okay, let's talk in English only. So when I was in college, I was living in a PG, and my bed that was given to me by my landowner, room owner, flat owner, that bed got damaged because of bugs and all. खराब हो गया, उसको चेंज करना था. I requested her, please do not give me a bed, give me a chair, give me a strong chair. So Have I shown you the picture of my college days sleeping on floor? दिखाया मैंने कभी तुम लोगों को? नहीं दिखाया. Sub continuous practice. I sleep on floor. Now at house, I'm kind of tortured to sleep on bed, but I'm accustomed to sleep on floor. So I got this chair, a strong iron chair, and apart from when I'm not sleeping for whatever 5 hours, 6 hours, and if I'm not walking, I'm sitting on my chair. 6 घंटा जब मैं नहीं सो रहा हूँ या मैं कुछ घूम नहीं रहा हूँ इधर उधर, तो मैं अपने चेयर पे बैठा हूँ. कई बार तो बैठे बैठे नैप भी ले लेता था. बट दैट बिकेम माई सीट. कॉलेज छोड़कर आया तो लगा था कि केशव जी का सिंहासन खा लिया. मैं जूनियर से फाइटिंग की ये सिंहासन अभी किसको मिलेगा. बट now if you are not able to sit for longer hours, you don't need to continuously sit here. Okay, पहला काम तो ये करना है, drink a lot of water. I know most of you are not doing this and you do not even realize the importance of this, but drink a lot of water, because when you are studying, your body consumes a lot of energy. It's more than any other activity that you do. Okay, so drink a lot of water. Keep a bottle with yourself and this will keep you fresh, hydrated. So drink जितना पी सकते हो. Always. Then don't need to continuously sit for 2 hours or 5 hours. अभी 2 घंटा बैठ के थक गए and you want to continue reading, you pick a book and start walking. Keep reading. 5 मिनट वॉक कर लिया, पढ़ भी लिया, फिर आके बैठ जाओ. ठीक है. So take pause. Like it can be, your pause can be of 40 minutes. Your pause after 40 minutes, 40 minutes ka pause. Your pause can be after every 40 minutes. There's a technique called Pomodoro technique. You can watch, you can download the app. Some app is also there about Pomodoro. Although I have not personally practiced that. मेरा attention ठीक ठाक है. If I'm sitting, I can continuously read for जब तक खत्म नहीं करूंगा तब तक नहीं उठूंगा, ऐसा वाला एटीट्यूड है. बट इफ यू आर finding yourself at distracted, so just set the alarm that you will read for 40 minutes, you will take a break of 5 minutes, and then you will come back and start reading for next 40 minutes. Some people suggest that it's difficult to focus on something for more than 40 minutes, so they practice this. I am kind of exactly opposite to this. मुझे लगता है कि it takes me 40 minutes to get into the subject. मेरी तो पढ़ाई शुरू होती 40 मिनट्स के बाद, जब मैं उसमें घुस गया हूँ. नाउ आई एम आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड आई एम डीप इनटू द सब्जेक्ट, तब मेरा कंसंट्रेशन शुरू होता है. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टडीज सजेस्ट दैट 40 मिनट्स इज द ऑप्टिमम टाइम दैट यू कैन कंसंट्रेट ऑन समथिंग. आफ्टर 40 मिनट्स टेक अ ब्रेक ऑफ 5 minutes, कम बैक and start studying. If you are completing the task at 40 minutes, then reward yourself like you are addicted to Instagram. So not keep checking. Make this target that after 40 minutes I will check my WhatsApp or I will check my Instagram for 5 minutes and come back. But be strict. ये 5 मिनट को फिर 50 मिनट मत बनाओ. Be strict with that and then again read for 40 minutes and then again reward yourself if you do this. If you are not able to follow, then punish yourself. जो तुमको अच्छी चीज है वो मत करो, कुछ और करो. ठीक है. समझ में आ रहा है? Pomodoro, Sobek is saying 25 plus 5. हाँ, तो जब भी Pomodoro 25 है या 40 है, the studies vary. वैसे ही saying कि सर नींद बहुत आती है. First thing about sleep is control your diet and control your water intake. Be hydrated. And finally, if you feel sleepy, sleep, but take power naps. नाम सुना है power nap? I've seen almost all the successful people take power naps. Almost all the successful people take power naps. These power naps are like can be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I will suggest you one very good way to take power naps. Take power naps. Do not slip. कि ऐसा बोलो कि पावर नैप, कई बार होता है कि बोलते हैं पावर नैप और सो जाते हैं 2 घंटे. ये क्यों होता है? When you are not setting your schedule for power napping correct. Let's suppose you have a class at 3, my NCERT class, you have a class at 3 and you get a break. So this is the best time to take power nap because anyhow you have to wake up at 3 and start your classes. So your mind will be allowed and tell everyone in your family कि मुझे 3 बजे उठा देना, किसी कुछ भी हो जाए मुझे 3 बजे उठा देना because I have to take the class. So do not take power naps when you have leisure time. Always take power nap before something, like you are traveling in a cab. So that's the best time to take a power nap. 16-15 मिनट कुछ नहीं कर रहे हो तो कैब वाला तुमको उतारेगा ही ना, कि चल चलो तुमको जहां ले चलते. If you are traveling with someone, be safe also. But if you are traveling somewhere, not driving in a safe environment, take a nap, power nap there. Take power nap when you have to go for something very urgent. So take power naps, be hydrated, take good diets, and sleep is so important. Now it's 9:30 and my laptop's brightness has changed into red. Automatic वो set है. After 9 my laptop changed into red color. And most of you have this feature in your phones and devices. There is a blue light. It's called blue light. हम लोग उस दिन क्लास में विवज्योर पढ़ रहे थे, याद है? Geography class when we were studying about visual. So the light has this blue color. This blue color of light is responsible for making us awake. It will keep you awake. So if you're looking at your smartphone very late in the night, तुमको नींद आएगी ही नहीं. So there is a book called Sleep, and in that book the author talks about bedtime routine. किसने वर्ड सुना है ये bedtime routine? So this bedtime routine is that you allot your mind that you are now it's time to sleep. That I said at 9 my laptop will turn into a red shift. So it's the first signal to my mind that it's a time to sleep. Then you have to develop a habit that I will do this, I will do this, I will do this, and then I will go to bed. Now, with me, it never happens that I will go to bed and it will take me more than 5 minutes to go for sleep. If you're not able to sleep in that 5 minutes, I usually what I do nowadays, although it has been delayed, थोड़ा सा routine गड़बड़ हुआ है because I have to reply to so many WhatsApp messages and Telegram inquiries तुम लोगों का, तो मैं थोड़ा सा अपना health खराब कर रहा हूँ. But my routine throughout the college has been this, that when I will go to sleep, I will play Bhagavad Gita in my phone, audio mode में. I will set a timer. If you don't know, you can set a timer in your player. So I will set a timer of 10 minutes and I will sleep. And it has never happened that I have to play that audio twice. Within that 10 minutes, I will go to deep sleep. So audios work better, but if we're getting a sleep at an inappropriate time, it means that you are not getting good sleep in the night. Now, quality of sleeps matter a lot. Many people talk about this. So when you are sleeping, actually in the initial first time, you are just lying there, not into the deep sleep. Actually, we get this 2 to 3 hours of deep sleep, and this is kind of sufficient. If you can force your brain to go into this deep sleep as soon as you go to bed, even the 4 or 5 hours of sleep is sufficient for you. So make your bedtime routine. Bedtime routine is for an ideal student. This when you are doing, it can be like this. Like in the socio class, we will end at 10. Maybe sometime if it's got stretched 10:15. After that, you do like if you are a night owl or so. But अगर जल्दी सुबह उठना है, तो from here your night will start. You pick up a book if you want to read something extra, or pick up the same notes that we have discussed if you have the printouts. पैर हाथ धोते हैं सोने से पहले थोड़ा तो जो करना है वो कर लो, और बेड पे आ जाओ. लाइट कम कर लो, कीप वन लाइट. थोड़ा लाइट लेस रूम का रिड्यूस करो, लाइट चेंज करो. Read as long as you want to read and start giving your signals to your mind. 1 घंटा आधा घंटा पढ़ाई किया, by 11 make a routine that by 11 I will go to sleep. तो उस समय 11 बजे बुक बंद करो. If you want to play audiobook, play audiobook. Sleep. How to wake up early in the morning. Will you go with current affairs of the sociology along with the classes? Bhavani, sociology is all about current affairs. If you cannot relate, I told you, sociology is about relating it with society. So whatever is happening in the society, that we have to know. So current affairs, of course, go with the society, with this. सुबह तुम खुद जग जाओगे, अपर्णा. Sleep early, you will wake up early. You will not sleep early if your quality of sleep is not fulfilled. You will not be able to sleep. Simple है. ठीक है, चलो कुछ सीख गए, थोड़ा बहुत ज्ञान मिला. नहीं साक्षी, न्यूज़पेपर nothing can be replaced. Nothing can replace newspaper. Newspaper you have to read. You give it 10 minutes, you give it 15 minutes, you give it 20 minutes, you give it 2 hours, but you have to go through newspapers. That's a must. After switching from one chapter to another, वो satisfaction वाली खुशी ज्यादा देर नहीं रहती है, टाइम चला जाता है. I couldn't understand शुभम, क्या कहना चाह रहे हो? After switching from one chapter to another, वो satisfaction वाली खुशी ज्यादा देर नहीं रहती है. ठीक है. See you then. देख लो, सोच लो. Stays for long time, sir. Concentration हट जाता है फिर. So that's why I'm saying, Ayan, that sleep at such a time that you do not have option to sleep longer than 10, 15, 20 minutes. Plan it accordingly. हाँ अंकुर, I will share the schedule. चलो ठीक है. तुम लोगों ने फोटो देख लिया एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम के साथ? चलो bye. See you tomorrow again at 8:30, and then we'll start NCERT, studying sociology. We'll go into what sociology is, how sociology is, and believe me, मजा आएगा, कोई इशू नहीं होगा. चलो, bye. Thank you.